those conversations. But before we get right into that, just let you know, you can be a part of the conversation on Business Express this morning by sending your messages in via WhatsApp on 0809 440 We're also streaming live on YouTube at Snooze 981 FM Lagos. And joining me this morning to have this discussion, Rotus and Fisayo with me. Good morning to you, Fisayo and Rotus.
Good morning. Good to be with you guys. Good morning, Fisayo. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Ayo, everybody else.
Good morning. Great to be here. Good morning.
Great to have you guys on. All right, so much to get through, Rotus. I mean, Elon Musk is in the news, TikTok is in the news, and WhatsApp have come up with something very interesting as well.
Yeah, shout out to all committed couples out there that try that new WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp is allowing you to block, or rather, WhatsApp is allowing you to hide personal conversations. You can choose with which chats you want to make private. So somebody who picks up your phone won't be able to see it. So we'll get to that, but Elon, I have to start with Elon Musk. He gave an interview yesterday or the day before to television network where he made the case that working from home could potentially be a moral issue, could be morally wrong. And he was making the argument that people, and by the way, he's been pushing for people to come back to the office, whether it's Tesla, SpaceX, or whoever. But he was saying,
or what?
Well, what he was saying was that, and the argument kind of made sense to me. He was saying that, look, you want to work from home, but the people who deliver food to you, the people who fix your plumbing, the people who, do all that duties, factory workers, you want to work from home, but you don't want them to work, but you expect them to not work from home. I mean, there are some jobs that you can't work from home, obviously. You now said the quote unquote, the laptop generation is in la la land. And so yeah, he made the news with that. Fisayo, what do you make of Elon's arguments?
Well, I think I'll focus on the productivity issue, right? Elon, we discussed this about a year ago, I guess.
Yeah.
When he had talked about the fact that no, everyone should return to work, at least from Tesla perspective, and all of that. Today, many other companies are now seeing that they want their people to return to work. Amazon is calling people back to work. CEOs of companies are already, having issues with people, productivity issues with some of their staff. And then want all of them to return to work. So there's a big productivity issue in there, right? And of course, once that is sorted, right, the other issue then becomes the moral issue that he raised for the first time. I mean, when I saw it, I first of all laughed it off. Like, okay, what's Elon saying now? If you can do your work from home, why cannot just stay from home? Like, what's the morality issue there? Until then, and I then read, details of what he said. And of course, it made sense, right? That the expectation, again, is like working has now been designed, to favor, people that maybe not, because really working from home was a temporary fix during COVID. It wasn't designed to be a permanent thing.
But it was a temporary fix that worked, well, at the time at least.
But the challenge is that productivity has dropped. People, they try to claim that productivity has not dropped, but CEOs are saying that, no, we know how we used to work before. We work better when we come to the office, right? So productivity has dropped. Now, people have gotten used to something that was a temporary fix because it was a lot more convenient for the staff, not for the business. We need to know whose side we are on the argument. The businesses are complaining, but the employees are the ones saying that, well, it's convenient for us not to come to work, right? And then do the work. But like, okay, well, if it's convenient for you not to come to work, just do the work. But unfortunately, what we've seen is that people then take on 3, 4, 5 jobs and not be able to be productive in any. And that's where the problem is. So even the morality around how can you stay in unemployment and work for another person, taking on 2 jobs at the same time is still a big problem. Do you get what I'm saying? That's still a morality issue. But if you're coming to work, you're focused on a single job and you're doing it simply, right? So there are many angles to explore when it comes to this question of morality. How do you get employed by 2 people, 3 people, and you claim to be productive, on all the 3? You see, that's the problem. So, and of course, the experience that yes, you can still sit at home and then allow people come to your house to deliver food to you. The people that work in restaurants cannot work from home because they have to be at the restaurant to cook. The people that manufacture your laptop, your food, your cars, they can't work from home. So the expectation is it's mismatched, and I think I largely agree with him.
Let's jump quickly to TikTok being banned in the US state of Montana. Montana has a population of about 1 million people. It's a Rocky Mountain, Western US states. I understand that 4 or 5 TikTokers have filed a lawsuit late yesterday, and they are suing the Attorney General of Montana, who is supposed to be enforcing this. So now, apparently, only companies can be penalized if they continue to use TikTok. They said Google and Apple should remove it from the App Store. They can face $10,000 a day in fines if they don't do it. So individuals won't be sued. So they are telling them to block it. Fisayo, isn't there a free speech angle to this? So what do we make of this ban from Montana?
Okay. So again, this issue has been lingering for a long time. I remember was saying in the group yesterday that Trump had been complaining about TikTok when he was president, but of course, anything Trump raised, is bad. Democrats, Republicans, everyone, because they hate Trump, so they hate the idea. Now he's no longer president. It's suddenly now a national security issue. House hearings on it. White House is already complaining about TikTok. Like, this guy said it 4 years ago. Why didn't you support him then? Why are you, is now suddenly a national, but it's okay. It's fine. Let people be let them enjoy, the spotlight, it's okay. Anyways, back to the Montana issue, right? Now it's the governor, because of the United States is structured, right? Literally, a state can make those laws. The states are permitted to make those laws to ban things in their state, right? I know there's some states in the US that are banned, self-dispensing, filling stations, right? They want people to be, so again, for employment purpose. So US is structured in a way that can allow you to do that. And of course, the argument for them is like, well, if China can ban Google from operating in China, well, you can stop them from operating in Montana. And of course, the technology to do that is available. Geofencing, pinging cell towers, all of those things is available today. So both Google and Apple and everyone that have access, to app stores like Play Store, iOS, App Store by
iOS.
Apple, right? They can literally implement this thing, right? And then block it once. And in fact, network operators can implement it because they can allow you. Twitter was banned in Nigeria, and network operators didn't allow us access it. So it is not impossible to achieve, right? But again, do I think that the fear is I think the fear might be exaggerated, from what it is. But again, when it comes to US and China rivalry, everything is on the table, right? Absolutely everything is on the table. Chinese government supports its companies against US, give them subsidies. Trump was complaining about this stuff for a long time. So I don't know why it's now an issue today, because we all laughed him off when we were saying it before. So why are we discussing it today? But it's okay.
All right. Real quick, WhatsApp has, I know Apple does this. You can hide certain pictures or chats on iMessage, I think. But what do you make of WhatsApp allowing people to make their chats private?
Well, I certainly don't know what they're trying to achieve, but it's okay.
Maybe a double-edged sword at the end of the day.
it's like you said, double-edged sword, right? It can be used for between committed couples that want to be sharing very, very, maybe X-rated things amongst themselves, between themselves, sorry, right? And then don't want anybody to mistakenly, like, I give you my phone, check this photo, and you're swiping right or left. No, don't do that. Right. So, so allows you to hide the connection between, you and your partner. However, of course, I can see where the problem can be, because you can then hide it with third party, partners, as it were. Right. So it makes cheating a lot easier. So your wife or your husband won't be able to see that you're having this kind of conversation with another person. So it's what it is. I don't know. We'll be fine, last. I don't know how to handle this question.
It could also, it could also probably lead to some security issues. I mean, if an individual who has some bad intentions decides, okay, you know what, I'll hide my chats to this other person, and then they're making their plans behind the scene, and anybody who comes across the phone won't realize something is
Won't
going on.
realize what was happening.
Yeah.
All right.
So for me, the question is that why do you want to hide your chat? What are you hiding really? So what are you hiding really? For me, I don't think I will use it. Because when you start using things like that, then questions around your morality, shows up. Like, okay, what are you really hiding? But it's what it is. We'll figure it out.
Fisayo, sometimes it's not about what you are hiding. To protect yourself. You can hide things to protect others as well. I'm not saying.
Wala.
Let's take some messages on WhatsApp really quickly. This is from Gwenga. Gwenga says, "Good morning. So WhatsApp wants to enable a particular type of behavior by allowing them to hide chats. Where will all this lead to?" He further adds, "What party is in power in Montana?" That's Greg. John Forty is a Republican. Republican.
It's Republican, yeah.
Governor in Montana. Inka Bolu says the solution is simple: maintain working from home, but slash wages by half. And if you want to come to work where I can see you, then you get your full wage. Also, ensure you leave your camera on. Your communicator read the yellow away color for more than 10 minutes before lunchtime. That day's wage is gone. Put that in place and watch everyone rush back to work. Inka Bolu. I don't know what to make of that.
They will take you to court in America if you do that one. They'll take you to court. So your contract says salary is this. You cannot cut it in half because
another message here from Bimbo says Fisayo, you will use it. They're predicting the future already.
Is that how you use it? Okay. Yeah.
All right. And that's all the time we have on Business Express this morning. Thank you so much, Rotus and Fisayo Durojiaye, for being a part of the program.
Thank you. You guys should. I follow Fisayo at Aremo Fisayo on Twitter, and let him know. Okay. Let him know whether you block those chats or not. Fisayo, thanks, and Ayo, thanks.
All right. Have yourself a good day. Good. All right, so much more to look forward to on your Love Music Love Station Smooth 3.1 at 7:30.